Good day, everybody. Welcome to episode number 2 of the Sayreville Police Department Community First podcast. We have a really fun topic today to go over. We have a guest here from Sammy's Hope, and Officer Braun is with us also. We're going to be discussing what goes on at Sammy's Hope and how the Sayreville Police Department has been helping find these animals find their forever homes. So I guess I'll start by introducing Miss Jordana Coyle. She's a volunteer at Sammy's Hope. She's a dog specialist there. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. With us today is the rescue of the month. This is Ray. Ray is looking for a home. We have some. Oh, Ray wants a treat. There you go,
also
buddy.
Looking for treats.
So we're going to kind of get into what they do. There you go. Have them all, Ray. You got them all, buddy.
Figure if he figured it out, he deserves them.
Yeah. Good job, buddy. So I guess we'll start with maybe discussing our Rescue of the Month program. It's something that the police department of Sammy's Hope has teamed up on. It was an idea brought to us by Officer Braun, who popped in the office one day and said, I have a great idea. You know, we can help rescued animals and also help the community get to know the officers better, which I thought was absolutely brilliant.
It is great. It's been great.
So Jen came into the office and introduced the program. She was also our very first Rescue of the Month featured officer. So basically what we've been doing is we take a pictures with an officer and a dog that needs, or a cat that needs to be rescued or find their forever home. And we feature those a little biography about the officers and about the animals, and we put it out on our social media. And so far we've had some great success in sort of helping these animals find their forever homes and getting the word out. So we talked about it a little earlier. What was the record for the amount of time?
So actually, Officer Braun is the record holder.
That's right.
She highlighted William, and 3 days later, after he was posted, he was adopted.
That's all.
So that's the record to beat, everyone.
Right.
We got to beat this.
All right. So I think Ray is gonna.
He might be. Yeah, he's in the running,
so.
right?
I think Ray.
There's a good chance.
Look at his face.
Yeah, he is cute. He's
Those
a very good boy.
chiseled features.
Yes.
Very
muscular.
Very muscular man. He's got great calves. If anybody watches Entourage.
Right.
All right. So exactly what does Sammy's Hope do? Like how do they find funding? How do they unite people with the animals?
Right. So Sammy's Hope is a nonprofit organization. However, we don't get any funding from the state or any other government agency. So therefore, we rely solely on donations from generous donors, as well as fundraising events. And we have a number of those events. In fact, we have one coming up on June 24th. Okay. It's the 5K run and 1 mile walk being held at the Sayreville Sports Complex.
Oh, nice.
It's a little plug, and it's on the website if you want any more information about that. So because we don't get any state funding, we do not take dogs off the street, so to speak. Okay. So if somebody walks in to surrender a dog, we can't take the dog. They have to go to a municipal shelter or some other shelter. We pull dogs and cats from other shelters that might be overcrowded, or there may be an animal that's just not getting any traction, has been at the shelter for a while, and for some unknown reason, it's just not getting any action. People aren't visiting. People aren't interested. So we'll pull dogs from other shelters and then bring them over to Sammy's Hope. Nice. And then help promote them.
We actually, a lot of times our department, we feature, we put out information on animals that we find, right?
Yes.
Dogs that are
I
loose.
see it all the time, yeah.
Sometimes, we've gotten up to like 100, I think the biggest one was 500,000 views.
Wow.
So anything with animals on our social media goes wild.
Yes.
But, a lot of the questions that come up is why are we sending them to Tinton Falls? Why are we not sending them to Sammy's Hope?
Right.
So I think that might help answer a lot of the questions that people have.
Right.
Quite frankly, I kind of had that question myself.
But
I know we do have a contract with Tinton Falls. It is absolutely not a kill shelter or anything like that. The animals are quarantined there, for a period of time.
Right.
And then they might wind up at Sammy's Hope.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, so that's good. I needed to know that.
The people needed to know that.
Yeah. So, Officer Braun, maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how long have you been a police officer here?
I've been a police officer since 2016. I used to work for Rutgers in Newark, and then I transferred here to Sayreville in 2020.
Okay. And you have an affinity for animals? Is that why you came up with this idea?
I mean, if I could take every dog and bring them to my house, I would. But unfortunately, my boyfriend won't let that happen. But I've had a dog in my life, I think my entire life, usually more than one dog at a time. But I noticed that, like you just said, anytime animals are on our Facebook page, it seems to do very well. And so I thought, well, let's work that. And I noticed when we find dogs that run away and they're looking for their homes and whatnot, usually we can find the owner relatively quickly. So I thought, hey, let's team up with a shelter and introduce an officer. Our department's growing, a lot of new officers around, so why not help an animal and help our department out too?
Right. I mean, it's been a great. Can't think of the right word. It's been very helpful, but also I have to tell you, it's been a lot of fun because I usually am the person that meets with the officer and the animal and take the photos, so I get to meet the officer and I usually have a pretty fun time, a good chat. It's always interesting.
Nice. All right, so let's see if we can break the record. We have Ray. Ray needs a home. There will be background checks and things like that happen through Sammy's Hope.
And a meet and greet.
A meet and greet, okay. So I know we brought a video of Ray to demonstrate just what a good boy he is. And so I think we're going to, Gabe, are we ready to show that video?
I'm thinking 24 hours. 24?
That's your bet? You're betting on 24?
Yep, that's the goal.
That's the goal.
I'll tell you what, after meeting him, I think that's an easy one.
He arrived at Sammy's Hope in style.
Yes, he did.
Wow, that is impressive.
Look at those light-colored seats.
Can I get a ride home in that?
Yeah, we all wanted to
Look how good he is, though. He's not even going on those seats, right? Good boy. He's have a handsome face. So do we know why he was put up for adoption?
Yes, unfortunately he did. He was in a home. His owner suddenly passed away.
Oh.
That's why he found himself
homeless.
Wow.
So he's trained too.
Yes,
He's got
yes,
some tricks.
yes.
My dog can't even do that.
Some fancy tricks.
He really is a good boy. Is he calm around other animals? Is there any personality traits we need to know about?
Well, he does enjoy the company of other dog-friendly dogs. In a minute, you'll see that he's actually playing with Jessie, who's on the other side. This is Jessie. She's also a resident at Sammy's Hope. And they do enjoy playing with each other.
She's just trying to scratch her back, looks like.
Yep.
Leave me alone.
That's good to know. I mean, sometimes people have a dog and they don't know how the dogs are going to interact.
Right.
So during those meet and greets, do they actually get to bring their personal animal? Or
they must. We require it. Right.
Oh,
we
okay.
wouldn't say, listen, just like people, you don't like every person that you meet.
Sure.
Dogs are the same way. So even though we know he likes dogs, dog-friendly dogs, doesn't mean he's going to like every single dog. So we want to make sure that he goes home to a family that has a dog, make sure he is okay with the dog and make sure the other dog is okay with him.
Yeah, so that's important.
Yep.
Aw. You want to say something,
yeah, Ray
Ray?
wants to talk.
Ray wants to talk.
Switch on. Oh, Lord.
All right. There's some information on how to get in contact with Sammy's Hope. If you're interested in being Ray's family, you could certainly do a lot worse. He seems like an amazing dog.
He is. He really is a good dog.
You want to sit on my lap? Hi.
He loves to snuggle and cuddle.
You can't have
And he likes treats.
He's gentle, right? He takes treats gently. He's curious about everything. When he meets somebody, it's like he knew them forever. He's just a genuine ace.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap this episode number 2 of the podcast up. I'd like to thank Jordana from Sammy's Hope for coming in, introducing Sammy's Hope, introducing Ray. I'd like to thank Officer Braun for being here today and for bringing the Rescue of the Month program to our department. It has been tremendously successful. It's important for the people of the community to learn about their officers. So we thank you for bringing that to us. And, Sayreville, please, wait, Gabe's got something to say. What do you got, Gabe?
Like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us. Share these things with everyone you know. The bigger the community that we get to get the word out to, the better it is for us to be able to let people know about projects like this. So thank you for watching. I am your host, Lieutenant James Novak of the Community Outreach Bureau. And just remember, Sayreville, you are the reason why this community is special. Thanks for watching.